What did stick out to you from the results on Tuesday? Broad question to start.
Well, I mean, I think obviously the big news that came out of New York, and it is making national news, is Zohran Mamdani winning the Democratic primary. Now, they're going to have to do the ranked choice. He didn't get more than 50%. But based on what we know to be true with how cross endorsements worked, Zohran Mamdani is going to be the Democratic nominee for mayor in New York City. And that is sending shockwaves in political circles in New York. And as I said, nationally. I mean, even the Washington Post had an editorial that basically said, this guy should not be mayor of New York City. He is going to ruin this city. And so for the Washington Post to come out after a Democratic primary in New York City and weigh in like that, that kind of tells you the sort of shockwaves. And what we've seen a lot this last week is that people it's the big question, like, what does it all mean? That this 33-year-old, virtually no experience, he's passed, 4 bills in his 4 years in the state assembly, that he could go out there and win this election. It has people really kind of questioning what happened here. And how did this happen?
I've seen a bit of a debate, especially online, going on in some podcasts as well, as well, don't say he just won on vibes and on charisma, because there is some policy and in terms of affordability in his own way that he's proposed over the course of this campaign. What do you make of that conversation of one of the reasons as to why he did gain so much traction?
I think my personal opinion is that the primary reason that he won is because that election was a rejection of Andrew Cuomo, quite frankly. When Andrew Cuomo got in the race, again, my opinion, Andrew Cuomo gets in the race because he thinks it's going to be easy. He thinks there's nobody in this field that anyone's ever heard of. I will come in, I'll have more money, I'll get a big super PAC to raise $30 million and spend it on ads on me. Nobody's going to touch me, and I will coast to victory. And truly, for the first however many months of his campaign, that's how he ran it. And that's how he ran when he was running for governor too. Like, it's the sort of sit back, I'm not going to go to debates, I'm not going to go to the subway and shake hands or whatever. And there was also some chatter that the Cuomo campaign actually identified Mamdani as someone that they wanted to run against. They felt like the contrast was really good for them. So their campaign actually elevated Zohran Mamdani quite a bit.